Hi everyone, today's video is going to be an update on my Pan That palette for 2018. So first off, I'm going to show you where I was last time. This is where my Lorac Pan That palette is as of July 26th, 2018. So I've got Pan on 5 shades. Hopefully you can see, yeah, there's Pan right there and Dream It. And this is where I am as of August 15th. So it's been a little bit less than a month. I actually had to film this video late last week, or excuse me, last month. So it's actually only been like 3 weeks as opposed to like a whole month. But either way, here I am. So I had 2 goals last month. I wanted to hit Pan on, what is this? Oh, no, not Subjective, sorry. Spellbreaker and Real You, and hopefully you can see I did that for both. Now there's not a huge pan in either one of these, but I still have a pan. Real You I really don't like. Now I have found a brush that actually will work. This is a pink shadow with a lot of glitter. The glitter kind of falls out. The pink is so close to my skin tone that it just doesn't necessarily work well. It's a very similar shade to Inner Beauty. It just has a lot of glitter in it. And Spellbreaker, excuse me, I pretty much use it as an eyeliner. But I do have pan in both of these, which was the goal. My goal is to hit pan in all 16 of these shadows as by January 15th of 2019. And you can see I have pan in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these shadows. So I'm definitely on the way there. I'm going to have a goal of hitting pan on 2. If I hit pan on 2 eyeshadows every month, and I can accidentally mess up on one month and only hit pan on 1, then I'll hit that goal. So Dream It I have used every day as an inner corner highlight. Timekeeper I actually have on today under this glitter. I love the way this glitter looks, but under the glitter I have on Timekeeper. It's a really cool shade. It looks a lot more, I feel like, pewtery in the pan, but on the lid is a lot more taupe. Then we have our Guess, which is this like nice satiny gray, but it's really a matte. Empress, it's more of like a purple, and it's a matte as well. Then we have Beast Mode. I did use this a few times. I feel like the pan may have grown a tiny bit. It's a nice kind of satin navy, and I did have pan on this when I started this project in January 15th on, at the beginning of the year. Enchanting, I'm not sure. I used maybe once. It's like a gold. I use it as a lid shade. Swept Up, I used a few times. It's as a lid. I'm using it as a liner and if I really want a deep outer corner. Then we have Look Beyond. I like this as a crease shade, and I don't think I really used it this month, to be honest. Then we have My Castle. Again, I'm not sure I used it. It's another shimmer shade, and it's a brown. Chip In I definitely used, though I'm not sure the pan has really grown that much. I use this to set my brow bone. And then we have Romance. It's a nice kind of a berry red shade. I like it to deepen up the outer V. I think I used that a couple of times. Definitely matching it with Real You. I've already discussed Spellbreaker. Inner Beauty. It's my transition shade. I feel like we finally have a tiny, tiny bit of a dip. Not a huge one. Then I have Tea Time. I like this as a lid shade if I want like a really light lid shade. TikTok I have on today as my crease shade. It's one of my favorite shades on the entire palette. Now, if you've noticed, I have a lot of mattes left over. Mattes are much harder to pan in this formulation than the shimmers, which makes me nervous. So again, I have to have a goal of hitting pan on 2 separate shades. And looking at it, I do think Timekeeper I could do, but it's a little deep, and it's August, so I want to kind of finish up those summer vibes as much as I can. So I think my goal is going to be to hit pan on both of these shades. So we have Tea Time and TikTok. Tea Time is lighter, is a little bit darker than Dream It, which is what I use as my inner corner. I have that on today. So I think if I use this as a lid, this in the crease, obviously mess it up. Once I hit pan, I'll give myself a little more free reign. That's what I did last time with Spellbreaker and Real You. I made sure I used it every single day. And, I used other shades as well as anything that I had in my weekly product pan, which this week it's this glitter, in case you were wondering. I'll link that playlist down below in case you're interested in seeing that. But I used it, and then once I hit pan, I kind of gave myself free reign. And I feel like that's a good way to make sure I hit my goal, but also get use out of this entire palette. Because, the goal is to use up every single shade. I think by the end of this year, I'm hoping to have pan on every single shade, and then by the end of next year I hope that this palette's completely empty. This Pan That palette has been a lot of fun. It's definitely shown me how much use you can get out of an eyeshadow palette and why I don't need as many as I have and don't need to buy any more even though I want to. I use these shades every weekday. Like I said, you know, I'll be focusing mainly on these two, but the entire palette. And then on the weekends, I use whatever I want just so I can still get use out of my extensive collection. I just did an inventory, so if you're interested in how much I really own, I'll link that video below so you can see. But yeah, here I am, and I'm excited by this progress. I still love this palette. Honestly, I feel like people, you know, get sick of their Pan That palette, and that's understandable, but I've still had a great time using this palette. Eyeshadow is my favorite thing of makeup to do, so I was afraid I'd get really bored and hate it, but I really have enjoyed getting a lot of use out of this palette, playing with it, getting different looks. I'm a big fan, so here I am as of today. I will update you all on this next month, so I hope you enjoy this video. As always, please leave any questions, requests, suggestions, comments down below. Talking to y'all is one of my favorite things, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.